This is the Nvidia 1080 Ti. It's the leaf blower. I've had this now for 3 months and it's been mining fine. Unfortunately, it does get pretty hot and collects a lot of dust. This is not just one of those that you can just tap out. So in this video, I'm going to be cleaning, meaning I'm going to be taking out all the screws you see under here. If you can see them, yep, the screws you see there. I'm going to be taking out those screws, taking out the ones at the top, and also those underneath. I'll be changing the thermal pads with Damorite. This apparently is the best one, so I got this because it does get incredibly hot. This continuously spins as soon as you attach it to power, but the air that comes out of here literally heats up the whole room. Me removing this one GPU, the room is now cool, it's no longer hot. So here's another one right here. This is the thermal paste that I'll be using to replace the paste before I close it back up. So I've cleaned it already. I'm gonna do a once over. I'm gonna open it all up, do a once over, and yeah, replace the pads and show you how I do that. As you can see, I have removed all screws and I've placed them on the wipes right here. And just these back plates. Alright, so I'm gonna once again clean here, clean the board. Once the board is clean, I'll also be replacing these thermal pads that you see here. And once I've done that, I'll close it again or open it back some more so I can get to the fan and clean that thoroughly. Okay, so I've managed to clean the majority of the dust from that. The grease, there was quite a few, and also in the back plates here. What I did notice is this cover here is missing from here, but this is how it's always been, and the thermal pads were not placed directly onto this, which could have contributed to the heat. So I'm going to place the thermal pads directly onto this. I've also removed the side screws. So now I'm going to take this apart, hopefully get to the base here. And I'll give this another thorough clean. I've just got the paste to remove. You can remove it like this. So I'm going to make sure it's cleaned properly. You can see straight through it. So you can see I removed the dust, but you know, whatever grease that's leaked onto here, I need to get rid of, and then place it back correctly. See this groove here? Goes on this groove here. Once we have that back in there like this, it doesn't move backwards and forwards without the actual frame. Okay, so it's secure, and then we put everything back. So I'm going to clean all of this. I'll give this one also another once over. As you can see, it is clean. It's just I need to get rid of any grease that will cause any heat. As you can see the greases here. I'll just get rid of them real quick. Once again, as you can see, I've taken everything apart. I've cleaned this. This was all greasy, and I've cleaned it all here. In order to take this out, I had to remove the 3 screws from the back. Now, I'm going to put it all back together. Let's put this on like this. As you can see, I had to use a toothbrush to get in between here. One thing I do want to say is when you are cleaning this, be careful not to add too much pressure to the side. As you can see, I'm quite heavy-handed, and I think this is the heat sink, so you don't want to have this closed. So it's best to try to make sure that there's not too much pressure added onto here in order for you to lose the heat on your heat sink. So I'm going to put everything back together. I'm going to add the thermal pad right here, and also the thermal paste. And yeah, hopefully I can get it to post and mining again, and cooler this time, more efficient. Right, I managed to get the thermal padding and the paste on there. I think I put a bit too much paste, but it's cool. The padding, I thought it would actually be like a foamy material, but it's not. It's more of a thicker version of this, and this is just a liquid form. But yep, we got the screws back in. I'm just gonna flip this over and screw them up, and hopefully it should post.